My name's Albert Grain. I'm the volunteer manager here. Have been since June. Before that, I was volunteering.
Okay, and so you've been in Serbia for how long?
I've been in Serbia for just over a year now,
Yeah.
and been working with Mixoliste for a year and a month.
Altogether. So is this your first time volunteering, or have you done it back home?
I did some knocking doors for different charities
Yeah.
and things like that, but I didn't really get involved in anything this major, really. I was kind of naive about the whole refugee crisis when I arrived, and then just saw everyone in the park and got involved and never stopped, basically.
So basically, you were just so close up with the situation and involved that's what encouraged you to volunteer in a way.
Yeah, last summer, the parks were just full of people, the whole city was full of people, it was all over the news, and you kind of felt like you couldn't not get involved.
Yeah.
And then once I spent about 3 weeks thinking, I should really do something, I should really get involved, I should really help these people, I have some spare time. And then one day my girlfriend was just like, why not? Why don't we just go and do it then? Let's go and do it, stop talking about it.
Yeah.
So I went along, and it was crazy, and we had 800 people in a day, because it was during the height of last year.
Yeah.
And then I went back the next day, and then I went back 5 days a week for the next 6 months after that.
And so that's basically how it turned into a full-time job.
Yeah, basically, I was volunteering so long they thought they may as well start paying me.
So tell us a little bit more what you guys do here, what you provide for them, and yeah.
Yeah, so we're a distribution and integration centre. So
Okay.
distributionally, we give out 300 units of clothing, 300 pairs of shoes when we have them. Give out 3 meals a day, total around 1,400 meals a day. We serve every day around 550 to 600 people,
Okay.
mainly from Afghanistan, mainly unaccompanied minors. 70%-ish of the people we get in on a daily basis are unaccompanied minors.
So you were telling me you're kind of creating a lot of programs for these kids, so you're teaching them English, you mentioned German, there's sort of like safe areas around the whole place for them.
Yeah. So we have different specialised spaces for babies and kids and teenagers and women, and we run language classes, arts and crafts events for the kids, henna drawing and jewellery making and embroidery for the women, anything and everything we can think of. We had a guy come around a couple of weeks ago asking if anyone wants to learn Esperanto. I don't know, we'll ask them. We'll see if they want to learn Esperanto. If they want to learn, you're more than welcome to teach.
And because you mentioned earlier at some point that you were interested in sort of basically encouraging all the women to with sort of classes for them as well. Can you tell us a little bit more details?
Yeah, of course. So the Women's Corner, which we've opened just last week, is still very much in formation, and then we're going to work with the women over the next couple of months and build what they want it to be, not what we envision it to be.
Of course, yeah.
But what we envision it to be is firstly, a safe space out of the public sphere where women can kind of let their hair down a bit, if you will. They don't feel like they're being watched by their husbands and their fathers, and it's staffed entirely by female volunteers, and you can't see into it from outside. But beyond just a safe space, we want to do some more concrete things there. So for the women who want to stay here, we want to try and build a sustainable platform where we give them the upfront goods to carry on doing whatever they were doing back in Afghanistan or Syria or Iraq. So we have incredibly skilled beauticians here. We have people, henna artists that you wouldn't believe.
Yeah,
we have jewellery makers, we have embroiders, we have tailors, we have skilled tradespeople and businesswomen, and we want to try and enable them to do that if they choose to stay.
Yeah.
It's difficult because most people don't choose to stay, and we can't encourage work for people who aren't in the asylum process. But it's basically, we kind of feel like so many people are going on this desperate journey onto Germany, and if there was more for them here, then maybe they wouldn't need to.
Of course, yeah. And I wanted to ask you a little bit more about the organisation. So how many volunteers are here, and how does it all sort of work?
We're open 9 to 4 every day. We have around 8 to 12 volunteers per shift, 2 shifts a day, so kind of 15 to 25 volunteers a day.
Okay.
And then we have representatives of 5 different NGOs also present and staffing every single day.
Okay.
Mixoliste is kind of unique in that it is a collaboration of 20 plus different organisations, much larger than our own, who all manage to contribute without controlling or without any will to control. So it's grassroots and multinational at the same time.
So Just a little bit more questions, sorry, a few more. So you were saying today you're opening the showers, which is exciting. And so what kind of other things you want to introduce that you know that are on top of your head that you want to get going at this place?
To be honest, there's so many things, but it's a question of space. We also have a garden up in the back, and once the weather gets nice, I would like to do something with that. It's difficult because we want to reduce the amount of noise and chaos and visibility that we make around here, because it's a very built-up, very urban area.
Yeah.
We understand that people
Might not want
it, because I understand that people don't want 500 people hanging around their doorstep every day.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is a space we have, and it is a space we would love to use. And I don't see why we couldn't have different, small allotment spaces for growing your own fruit and veg if you want to stay here. Inside, we're about at capacity of how many things we can fit in, but it's how we use them.
Okay.
So we're going to have more of a schedule of how our workshops work, so we can literally always have something going on around the clock when we're open.
So is this sort of workshops type things?
Yeah, workshops, activities, different. Also, kind of, it would be nice to do more feedback and kind of idea pooling events with the refugees, because we do try, nothing is fixed here. Nothing is stable, nothing is always going to be in one place or another.
Of course.
As and when it's more or less relevant or more or less necessary, everything changes. And we're always trying to change it to be exactly what people want, not what we envision.